In addition to tap water virus, what is the problem with aged water pipes that make us worry about water problem once again? We are screening for water at the time of the water shortage, but we don't take good care of water in normal times. The quantity of leaking water caused by old water pipes across the nation is equal to 4 times of Paldong Dam's total poundage each year. Now report by Moo Ho Ho. When you take a look inside of underground water pipe, water is leaking everywhere. Water pipe goes through sewer pipe, and water is leaking out of joints. We are looking inside of large city water pipe, 60 centimeters in diameter, by using micro camera. It is filled with rust. When the degree of rust condition is serious, there is a possibility of leakage or explosion due to high water pressure. Leaking water waste due to aged water pipes is as much as 1 billion tons each year. It was worth 500 billion won, equivalent of $500 million US. Local governments are insisting that it is time for central government to act on leaking water problems. Only by stopping leakage, the effect is equivalent of building 4 Paldong dams. This is Mo Hoo-ha reporting for MBC News.
The latest water quality test shows that a large quantity of colon bacillus is detected in an area where aged pipes are used. It is due to rust that remained in aged pipes. Here's a special report by reporter Jung-ho Park.
This pipe has been buried over 20 years ago. Because of high level of corrosion inside of pipe, congelation has been taking place. Microorganism will breed if rust prevails at this level.
4 out of every 10 people in our country is drinking water coming from this kind of aged pipe. Now Ji-sun Lee reports.
This is an old water pipe found in one of the towns in Seoul. No one can believe this rust-filled pipe carries out tap water. 43,000 kilometers length of pipe out of a total 116,000 kilometers long water supply system across the nation is seriously aged and should be replaced. It is like every 4 out of 10 people drink water out of aged water pipe, which has high possibility of contamination with colon bacillus and germs. Local governments are hesitating to replace these aged pipes because of high financial interest burden despite financial loan support from central government. The quantity of leaking water due to aged water pipes is as much as 900 million tons each year. It is worth about 500 billion won. It is not only wasting our tax, but also threatening public health as well. It is Ju-sung Lee reporting for MBC News. According to national tap water quality tests conducted first time ever by Minister of Environment, colon bacillus and germs have been detected in some areas. It is because of aged water pipes. Report from Seung-bok Han. 40% of total 115,000-kilometer-long water pipe has been buried over 16 years ago. Rust and other sediments stuck inside of aged pipes are contaminating tap waters when it comes off the surface of pipes. Especially, it can bring various germ diseases if degree of corrosion is too high. It requires high level of precaution. There is a high possibility that other germs may exist too when colon bacillus is detected. Leakage problem with aged pipes are very serious also. 850 million tons of tap water, 16% of total tap water supply, is wasted into land each year. Replacing aged water pipes, that is main cause of contaminating city water, is emerging as an imminent issue. But the key is money. Report by Hyuk-ju Kwon.
Local government's cumulative deficit with respect to tap water is as much as 4.2 billion won, and the amount of deficit is growing each year. Therefore, practically, it is very difficult to replace aged water pipes and keep up the maintenance. This is Hyuk-ju Kwon reporting for KBS News. It is found that coating materials for preventing rust inside of large irrigation pipes contain a large amount of carcinogens such as benzene and toluene. Manufacturers say they won't use this type of coating material if the water pipes are used for their family. Special coverage from JinHaeng Park.
One water pipe manufacturer is doing a coal tar aminol coating work on large water pipes for anti-corrosion purpose. Coal tar aminol coating is one of supply conditions requested by local government. However, coating materials containing water-soluble carcinogen, such as benzene and toluene, can be dissolved in tap water. Using tar-tol animal for interior painting purpose has been prohibited since 1995 because of its health problem issues. However, the real problem is water supply pipes laid before 1994. Even for Seoul City, 467 kilometers of total 535 kilometers large water supply pipes has coal tar aminol coating inside. Experts are pointing out its high risk. If that coal tar paint is used for water supply pipes as interior material, some of water-dissolved coal tar could be absorbed into the human body. It is found that the total length of this controversial coal tar water pipes buried across the whole country is 7,800 kilometers long. This is JinHaeng Park reporting for NBC News. We often think that it is easy to control water pollution problem at apartment buildings by only managing water tank properly. But it really is aged water pipes that cause much bigger problems. Special report by Ya and Yoon. This is 18-year-old apartment complex. We cut off pipeline that connects faucet with the water tank. It is filled with rust inside, and some of the pipes are even completely clogged. The rust from the pipe has smeared hand red. Pollution level is serious as well. According to water tests done by professional inspection institution, iron level from first water drops of faucet exceeded 20 times of safety level, 220 times of iron, and 3 times of manganese, exceeding safety level. Has been found in dirty water spouting during cleaning process of inside rust. Even lead was detected. We think that it could cause serious health problems due to heavy metal pollution and the propagation of bacteria. According to the current law, water tank at apartment complex should be cleaned every 6 months. However, there is no mention of pipelines. We can change the pipes, but it is not an easy thing to do. Residents will complain while pipes are being changed. Any apartment in the country won't think about pipe replacement. It is very high cost, too. Therefore, some people point out that pipeline cleaning needs to be mandatory by law, just like water tank cleaning. This is Young Hyun Yu for SBS News.
This apartment is about 20 years old. There seemed to be a high degree of corrosion because the pipeline was too old. There was always red water with rust, whether it was hot or cold water, so it was hard to do kitchen work like washing dishes. And kids went to the hospital frequently because of allergy symptoms and eczema.
They did large-scale repair and maintenance work such as pipeline, bathroom, and sink replacement since last October. However, they confronted bigger issues as the work proceeded. Especially, the dust coming off fiberglass used as plumbing insulator caused serious health problem among residents. Kids in almost every household experience respiratory and skin diseases.
Water purifiers are everywhere nowadays. They are located in hospitals, schools, restaurants, etc. We thought it would provide very clean water, but there were all kinds of bacteria inside instead. Reporter Moo Ho-ha is looking inside water purifiers.
Only 3 weeks ago, checkup was done for this water purifier located in an elementary school in Seoul. We used endoscope camera to take a look inside of the water purifier. This is thin silicone tube where purified water goes through. There are layers of yellow debris deposited inside the tube. It looks like snowflakes falling when you look a little deeper. Now it is water purifier for household. Debris is stacked up inside of pipe. The chunks of white debris are clearly seen when we pour the water into a cup.
Oh my, look at this.
700 of ordinary bacteria are found at theater. 2,400 of them are found at elementary school, and 6,700 of them are found at a Chinese restaurant in each 1 milliliter water. Especially, we found 18,000 of bacteria, which is 180 times more than allowed level, are detected in chiller and heater at one general hospital in Seoul. So where do these bacteria come from? We found that sticky stuff stuck inside of water purifier's silicone tube is the chunk of ordinary bacteria. This is one of the main causes of water contamination in water purifier. Is this water purified? Really?
Water purifiers. So this tells us we have been drinking dirty water for many years.
I have been drinking that water where ants and mold are floating around even in the morning.
When you look at water pure TV commercials, it sounds like a must-have item for a convenient life. And they say they'll provide trusted and safe water. Burmanjero will show you how famous brand name companies carry out maintenance of water purifiers in real life. Customers couldn't even say a word when they watched it. Today, Burmanjero takes on water purifiers for households. Our reporter visited the informant's house after receiving a tip-off about a water purifier problem. Mrs. Hye Jung-hyun has been using W's water purifier for 2 years, and she showed us water from her water purifier. When did this come out? 2 days ago. It was completely black and very noticeable. It was a very peaceful Sunday afternoon. Unthinkable black particles came out of the water purifier all of a sudden. She used that water purifier for her baby's formula mix. It's for my baby. Adults can take medicine if something goes wrong, but babies are not like that. Also, she can't understand it since full replacement was done due to a filter problem about a month ago. I just pulled the plug and didn't use it after that. Can I drink water from this? This is another house where debris was found in the water. We are now drinking bottled water. We're not using the water purifier. They are drinking bottled water, not water from the water purifier. The reason is a strange thing they found in their water. What is this? We have no idea what this is. This strange thing came out of the water purifier's faucet. The more serious problem is that it is now the second time. All of her children experienced unknown stomach problems when these things happened. We couldn't think that a water purifier might cause a problem like this. My children visited the hospital several times because of enteritis, so my husband started questioning the water purifier. How the manufacturer of the purifier dealt with this issue made her much angrier. The manufacturer said that what happened is impossible and hung up on me. They told me the same thing when we found this strange debris the first time. So I called them up again and said I'm not complaining about bogus evidence. This is real. Hyunji Kim also received ridiculous comments from the company. They said it's okay to drink this kind of water and that it's not harmful. So I said if the president of Ungjin Kowe will come down and drink this water, then I'll drink it with no complaint. But they sell the product which is not drinkable and they tell me just to drink it? How can I drink this kind of dirty water? Mrs. Hyunji Kim was about to deliver a baby at the time of using this water purifier. The more ridiculous thing was they changed the TV commercial. Pregnant women showed up and said this water purifier provides a very strict quality of water for my sensitive baby. I was so shocked when I watched that TV commercial. Hyunji is well aware of the importance of water quality, so she didn't want to drink water where debris like seaweed sprinkles are floating around. 3 out of 10 water purifiers found at schools in Gyeongnam province did not pass the water quality test and were considered inadequate for drinking water. During the Provincial Assembly's question session, Councilmember Hyun-yoon Gong said 36% of samples exceeded safety standards and considered it inadequate for drinking water as a result of in-school water purifier sample tests. He urged the province to come up with a specific action plan for this issue. The Gyeongnam Office of Education announced that all 141 non-qualified water purifiers will be taken away and direct tap water will be used instead.
Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. The water keeps cycling through, but the salt stays behind and accumulates. But human beings have found a way to make seawater drinkable, and even tasty. It's called desalination. How do you remove all of that dissolved salt? The Tampa plant uses a high-powered version of reverse osmosis. The salty water is blasted with great pressure, 1,000 pounds per square inch, through rolls composed of thin membranes, each one outfitted with pores that are 1/100,000th the diameter of a human hair.
That's how small it is to capture these salt particles. And the pure drinking water eventually gets to the center, and that's the water we're going to drink. The salty solution, the brine, is going to spiral its way out.
The reverse osmosis process is so effective that plant engineers have to remineralize the water after it's passed through. Why put minerals back in the water? Well, it's actually dangerous for humans to drink large amounts of 100% H2O, since the water, stripped of minerals, will begin leaching out the beneficial minerals in our own bodies.
Galvanized pipes found in over 10-year-old Newtown apartment complex can only last another 5 to 6 years. It is expected to cost up to 20 trillion won to replace these pipes. And people's distrust about water quality is priceless. Here is an in-depth report on current situation of water pipes in our neighborhood. The high degree of corrosion has been taking an apartment since 8 years from installation. Leaking problems were also getting worse. So how did you manage it? We did take a close look at these issues continuously and did repairs on leaking points, but the cost of doing it was quite considerable. Corrosive pipes also lower the water quality and even reduce the lifespan of buildings. Even with these serious problems, residents couldn't find clear solution and suffered from rusty, galvanized pipes. This apartment complex has 700 units. They put silicate, the corrosion inhibitor, into water pipe to prevent the corrosion. I heard the undiluted solution is very poisonous. I read the warning label saying that it may cause the wound if it touches clothes or skin. People use the corrosion inhibitor to lower the level of rust. But residents in this apartment stopped using tap water as drinking water. The main problem is unverified materials for water pipes are being used. And then there is no certificate for water pipe management at management level. Spend 20 trillion won to replace old water pipes, or use physical assistance device to extend the lifespan of water pipes. Local governments and people are wondering because there is no guidelines for aged water pipelines in place. Other foreign countries already have guidelines in place, but we are in the toddler period. So it is hard to heal such a deep public mistrust of drinking water. Even though government is preparing this kind of support, few households is requesting the replacement of aged water pipes, because each household should pay $3,000 to $4,000 for their own pocket, which is quite a burden for them. In Germany, certificate system of water pipe corrosion management guidebook and water treatment equipment have been introduced a long time ago, and it is contributed to systematic management of water pipes as well. In countries like Germany, water pipes are used at least for 40 years once installed. This is possible since they use anti-corrosive substances, or the design, construction, and management are operated systematically by management guideline in preventing the transfer among substances from occurring, and thus it plays a pivotal role in preventing the corrosion in advance. Germany and other advanced countries have used the physical water treatment method to solve water pipe-related problems instead of chemicals. People trust this approach as well. Recently, we began to use the physical water treatment method in some apartment housing area, which is similar to the one already used in advanced countries. But its presence is still insignificant. This is the contents of Age Pipe Improvement Trial Project for Households, which provincial government of Chucheongbuk-do notified to 3 cities. It is recommended to use cost-effective pipe protective devices to protect pipes from rust for a long time. Other local governments such as Gwangyang, Incheon, Uiwang, Gwacheon are considering our already installed physical devices with the expectation of extending the lifespan of water pipes. Leaking water waste due to aged water pipes is up to 1 billion tons every year. It is worth up to 500 billion won. Not to mention about economic losses. People's distrust of water quality is priceless. But Ministry of Environment hasn't been able to come up with follow-up management manual for aged water pipes, and it is still in preparation stage. If government policy addressing this kind of water pipe problems and other critical issues that directly affect our daily life was already made in place, the problem wouldn't have grown like this. We have to demolish walls first and conduct inside piping works if pipe is too aged and needs to be replaced. In this case, we estimate that it would cost around 20 trillion won because of environmental pollution issues and related economic losses. So we think that continuous management after getting the rehabilitation guidelines in place will be a better solution, rather than replacing water pipelines. The issues on aging and leakage of water pipes have been raised by the National Assembly, City Council, and Parliament every year. However, it became quickly silent and left as open-ended question. Right now, many parts of water pipes buried underground and in buildings are almost falling apart. And our negligence in water pipe management is leading to environmental pollution at a great cost.
About half of the country's total water pipes are worn out and need to be repaired. Local governments are responsible for retrofitting but can't take on the whole replacement cost.
Newly introduced cost-effective physical water treatment method that recovers rusty water pipes receives wide attention. Here's the inside of a water pipe used for 15 years. The surface is encrusted with slime and covered with some red rust. People are drinking the water delivered through such polluted water pipes. In case of galvanized cast iron pipes, the expected lifespan is 15 years on average. About 40% of water pipes installed nationwide already pass appropriate replacement time. It means that 4 out of 10 water pipes are no longer of any use. Currently, responsible local governments in charge of repairing aged water pipes provide financial support for the replacement of such worn-out pipes or epoxy coating process, waterproof material. Especially Seongnam City is attempting to change an ordinance. Therefore, a new method called physical water treatment can receive financial support as well. This physical water treatment system is mostly used in many European countries where lime and very abundant ingredient in water. It uses the characteristics of zinc ion to prevent rust and foreign objects from covering the pipes. In case of Seongnam City, the budget of approximately 120 billion won is needed to completely replace aged water pipes for 100,000 households by using the existing method. However, it is expected to cost only 1/5 of current cost if the physical water treatment method is used. It is also an advantage in that the physical water treatment is relatively safer compared with controversial epoxy resin coating method, which is deemed to induce carcinogenic substances. Physical water and filtering treatment is around 80% cheaper than other methods. Also, they show no harmful impact on our health, so other alternative ways than epoxy coating method need to be developed and diversified. In this way, the treatment comes to work effectively. Since new physical water treatment system implemented into over 20 years old apartment located in Sanghae-dong, Seoul, maintenance costs for aged water pipes has been reduced down to 100 million won. Before, it took annually about 100 million won to do it, but we spent only 30 million won to 40 million won last year, and it cost nearly nothing this year. Newly built apartment in Ilsan was also able to prevent compounds of calcium sediment inside of water pipes by adopting physical water treatment method. People said that the water quality in the apartment complex got better recently. They said it feels a little softer when they drink water or wash their face. We did wipe the inside surface of water pipe used for 2 years after installing with physical water treatment. It shows that there is few rust found inside. Central and local governments are spending annual budgets of 15 trillion in replacing old water pipes with new pipes. In this situation, physical water treatment is emerging as an effective alternative that can contribute to securing the safety of drinking water and reducing the budget.